Yo, what is up there, guys? Dr. Feel Hot. Today I'm playing some NHL 13. These are back-to-back shootouts. I'm the Tampa Bay Lightning for both, and now I'm playing versus the Anaheim Ducks and the Edmonton Oilers. So it's that time of year again, and it's the NHL playoffs. So what I'm going to do during the NHL playoffs this year is I'm going to play a little game. And this game is that I'm going to give my predictions for every single round of the playoffs, and I'm going to try and rack up as many predictions or as many points I can get. So if I get one prediction right, I'll get a point. And at the end of the playoffs, I'll see how many points I get. So in this video, it's going to be my round 1 predictions. So let's start off. Eastern Conference, round 1. The Pittsburgh Penguins versus the New York Islanders. I'm going to say the Penguins are going to move on to the next round because basically the Penguins have everything better than the New York Islanders. With that Aginla trade that the Penguins got, they're just really strong, and they're really more stronger than the New York Islanders. Montreal versus Ottawa. I'm going to have to say Ottawa is going to move on to the next round because first of all, they're my second favorite team, and they're in my hometown. And there's only 2 teams I hate in this league, and it's Montreal and Toronto. But anyways, Ottawa, they have everything better than Montreal. Like Montreal, their offense isn't that good. Their defense is okay with PK Subban, and I don't know what's happened to Carey Price this year, but he's pretty bad. In Ottawa, you got on offense, you got McCauley, you got Alfredson and Spezza when he's going to come back. You got these amazing HL players. You got Silverberg and Zach Smith. And defense with Carlson coming back, they're freaking strong. And you got Phillips, you got these other great defensemen. And on goaltending, Craig Anderson, he's just having a freaking epic season. Like, even though he had an injury, he's still freaking good. Washington versus the New York Rangers. I'm going to have to say the Rangers are going to move on to the next round because the only reason why Washington made the playoffs this year was because their division sucked. Even though I'm a humongous Tampa Bay fan, and either way, Tampa Bay is going to win the Stanley Cup next year. But Washington's division, like Southeastern, their division just sucked this year. But even though Washington have Ovechkin, he doesn't make the team. Like New York Rangers, their offense is way better than Washington's. Their defense still equal on both sides, and the goaltending, Henrik Lundqvist is way better than Brendan Holtby and Michael Nervith still. Toronto versus Boston. Like I said, I hate Toronto, and for me, Boston is going to move on to the next round because basically Boston, they have better everything than Toronto. Like, even though Toronto, they have Dion Phaneuf, like Phil Kessel, and they got this new guy, Kadri, but still Boston, you got Tyler Seguin, Patrice Bergeron, you got on defense, you got Chera, and for goaltending, you have friggin' Tim Thomas. Still, they're just going to cream Toronto, and it's going to be friggin' fun to watch. So now for the Western Conference. Chicago versus Minnesota. I'm going to have to say Chicago is going to move on to the next round because basically Chicago, they have better everything than Minnesota. Like offense for Chicago, you got like Patrick Kane, Patrick Sharp, Jonathan Toews. And for defense, you got Duncan Keith. And for goaltending, it's okay, but Minnesota, they're just going to destroy Minnesota. And Minnesota, who do you have? You got Danny Heatley, Zach Parise, and Jason Pominville. You got Nicholas Backstrom, but still. Chicago is going to destroy Minnesota, and with that winning streak this year that they had, they're a strong team this year. The Ducks and Detroit. I'm going to have to say the Anaheim Ducks are going to move on to the next round because basically it's equal on both sides, like for Detroit and the Ducks. Like for offense, it is equal. Defense, I'm going to have to say probably Detroit have a better defense, but for goaltending, it's equal too. But I'm just going to say the Ducks because I do not want to see Detroit move on to the playoffs this year, and I do not want to see them win another cup because it's been 21 years they made the playoffs, and it's 21 straight years they made the playoffs, but still. Vancouver versus San Jose. I'm out to say Vancouver is going to move on to the next round because basically San Jose, they are strong during the season and they clinch a playoff spots, but when it comes to the playoffs, they usually choke. And even though both sides have good offense and good defense, but Vancouver, they have better goaltenders than San Jose. Like you got Roberto Luongo and Corey Schneider, and any one of them is better than Antoniemi. But I don't know. Roberto Luongo is pretty iffy, but still. St. Louis versus the LA Kings. I have to say the LA Kings are going to move on to the next round, basically because they have better offense and they have a better goaltender than the St. Louis Blues. Just because for LA Kings, you got Jeff Carter, Mike Richards, Dustin Brown, and you got Anze Kopitar. For defense, you got what, Drew Doughty, and for goaltending like Jonathan Quick, and it's way better than St. Louis's goaltending, which is Brian Elliott, but still. They're going to move on to the next round, and they're probably not going to get that far anyway. So that's it, guys. If you want to play the game, you can tell me your predictions in the comments below. And who do I want to win the cup this year? I really want the Ottawa Senators to win because they're my second favorite team, and they're my hometown. And it's just because in 2007 we lost to Anaheim, and it was pretty sad, but I just want them to win this year and win that cup. So, guys, and remember, please subscribe. And who do you want to win the Stanley Cup this year? And we'll see you next time. So, bye-bye.